parts of the process to get it boarded. But first thing I'm going to do is get this tail off. Found a lady that'll take the tail leather, make your wallet, belt, whatever you might have. So anyways, get the tail off. Just break the bone. And off she comes. Take care of this after we harvest the castor glands. All right, now start to cut up around the vent hole. Very carefully. I want to cut the hide in any place and get maximum value for the hide when we go to auction. I keep my jar too here of my homemade recipe for lure, and it's some castor gland. I sacrifice one of the little castors, but then there's always some oil comes out of the oil cells. But I'll start right here, go up through the vent hole. Oh, these older ones are just got really tough hides. I'm just gonna move my way up this gullet here. These you open up, you don't case these hides because you got to board them. And what I mean by boarding, I'll show you in a little bit, but in the meantime, whatever this is called, this knife here, keep them all razor sharp. But we'll get right around the vent here and we start getting into the castor gland. That's the type of the castor gland right there. I'm going to show you how to harvest that. But let me use the fillet knife to work my way in and around the vent hole, because that's a pain in the butt. Okay, we got enough going there. So, all right, separate just a little bit here. All right, I changed that camera angle a little bit so that you can see that I'm going to be very delicate with the removal of these castor glands. Keep them all in one spot. That's the oil sac right there. I want that too. So you got to make sure that we cut right around that. Keep that oil sac in one condition because the oil in it is what they want. And who that is the buyers. The fur buyers up in Canada buy these castor glands, and I am told, and I have researched it, that they make women's perfume out of these castor glands. You wouldn't know it by the way they smell. When I'm hanging them and drying them out prior to going to market. But that's what they... coming through, but we got the oil sacs off and we got the castor gland ready to go. Okay, so now we'll take those castor glands right there, hang them up over a stick, let them dry out. There's the oil sac on one side, the other oil sac on the other side. I gotta get that big hunk of fat out of there. But you want to make sure that you separate these. Don't lean them up against each other, because they'll mold. They'll get moldy if there's no air between them. So put a little stick in between the two halves of the glands, and then they'll be ready to go to market, and your buyers will be very pleased. All right, there we go. So time out. I'm gonna go hang these up with the other boys, and we'll get back. It just folds out, so I can stick it up in a corner when I'm done. And it stays right here. And this is the procedure. It's a sliding motion. And do a few of these in one day and you get a workout in. Because this is the easy part. Down near the edges, it gets a little tougher. But this is flushing out a beaver hide. And now this boy. Let's get him on the board. All right, so take the nose, take the butt, stretch it out from end to end. And where it ends is the line that you should use. So it's a pretty good sized beaver. Start down here. Make sure I get between the legs here. You'll see why I use roofers in a minute. Start out at the corners. Now you'll see why I use roofing nails. You get a little air between fur and the board, so this fur stays nice and beautiful and it's not matted when you take it off the board. Facilitates with drying. And there you have it. Now I shall hang this thing up. Yeah, I gotta get a few more bits of meat out of there. I shall hang this up like this, out of reach of the dog, because the dog will take it down and eat it. He's a good dog, but not the brightest dog in the world. The sharpest tool in the shed. Auf Wiedersehen.